Ladies and gentlemen, we wish a wonderful day to all our active members, enthusiastic attendees, and excited learners. This activity brings us all together despite our different time zones and nationalities. Welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals, a place where you can learn more, innovate, inspire, and transform the world. I'm Lursha L. Pelaez of New Era University in Quezon City, Philippines, an early adopter of coping strategies for the new normal. We believe that sharing information and overcoming educational obstacles helps people to grow. We hope that you will join the IGP on a worldwide platform. Please join us for the remaining webinars. Check in on the IGP page, make a recommendation, and help spread the word. At any time, you can also like and comment on our webinar, and remember to tag your photos and share them with your friends and community. Before we begin our program, let us first learn more about IGP. IGP is a global professional institution that serves as a resource for students and the community while also providing holistic social work and education in order to develop a skilled generation. Our mission is to empower people and improve the efficacy of training and consultation all over the world. To provide you with the best learning platform possible, we organize our webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with the best and most experienced speakers and coaches. IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute as well as a social organization. Internationally recognized, worldwide accreditation over 100 countries, 100 professions, and 3,000 organizations have been accredited. More than 700 speakers are expected. We have made a commitment to serve you. We hope that you will join us on this long journey and that all of the webinars will help you progress in your chosen profession. Please share, tag, and comment again because your encouragement motivates us to do better. To collect the certificate, go to www.eduigp.com courses with a program title Myth of Work Life Balance. Then from the drop down menu, choose Enroll Now. Certification can be obtained through the same website. However, only after the live broadcast. You'll need a code to claim your certificate, which will only give out during our live program. To drum up your interest, you can attend any of our free international webinars by visiting our official Facebook page, group, and YouTube channel. Every active participant will be given an ISO verified certificate. What is the origin of work life balance? Why work and life balance is important? We are delighted to welcome you to this webinar with the topic Myth of Work Life Balance. It is a great chance to welcome today's speaker. He is a language teacher, he is a youth empowerment advocate, and a senior high school teacher department at education. Let us now welcome Professor Gister S. Lunado from Palawan, Philippines. Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. You can now present your screen. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. We're so sorry for that. I think Sir Gister has been disconnected. Maybe he has an internet problem, so it's all right. So while we're waiting for Sir, you can just prepare your questions about need of work-life balance. And I will just check. Let us wait for Sir Gister, dear participants. Thank you for your understanding.
Ayan. Parang nawala
Yes,
ata
sir,
ang
it's all
internet
right,
kanina.
sir. Welcome
Sige,
back.
ma'am, can I,
Sure, sir, you can start the
ayan,
presentation.
salamat, ma'am. Um, Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. And okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our active audience, listeners, and participants all over the world. And especially, I would like to greet, of course, my all the Filipino participants here in the Institute of Global Professionals, and of course, to the Institute of Global Professionals. Before I start my presentation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude, for allowing me to be part of this uh, of this family, the Institute of Global Professionals family. Okay, so I will now start my presentation.
Okay, sir, you may start start your presentation. You can start sharing.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start. I am Sir Jester Eslonado from Deped Palawan, and I will be your resource speaker for today. My topic is the myth of work-life balance. So it's really timely to discuss this topic, work and life balance, or life and work balance. So sa panahon natin ngayon po, sa panahon po natin ngayon, sa napaka-busy ng lahat sa trabaho, lalo na sa trabaho, at minsan tila baga na napapabayaan natin or nakakalimutan natin ang yung yung totoong kahulugan kung ano ba talaga yung buhay or what is the life. And no, there are people who um, minsan nila at minsan tila baga ang work ay nagiging buhay na, which is as much as possible hindi po a very big difference between when we say work and when we say life, and or when we say life and work. So kaya nga po naging lumabas itong myth of work-life balance. Ito po ba ay hanggang alamat na lang or ito ay pwede nating gawin sa realidad? So the myth of work-life balance. So here are our agenda for today. By the way, I have some colleagues who are watching today from Dumaran or from the Schools Division of Palawan. I also have my students from Santa Teresita National High School who are watching. Hello to my students. Good morning to all who are watching today. Thank you for supporting your teacher. Thank you for supporting me in my presentation today. So here are our agenda for today. First, we will be discussing the definition or the concept of work-life balance, the evolution, the components, the determinants, or we will also discuss what is balance, the models and theories, the work-life balance in organizations, myths and the realities, and then the tip. Okay. So Work-life balance is a broad concept including proper prioritizing between work. When we say work, it's career. It we usually pertains. We are usually pertaining to our career and ambition. On one hand, life is about our health, pleasure, leisure, family, and spiritual development, and more. So sa atin, no, tayong mga nagtatrabaho, nasa government ka man or kahit sa anong trabaho, wherever you work, no, kadalasan kadalasan na naiisip natin ano ba ang ibig sabihin, ano ba talaga ang totoong ibig sabihin ng trabaho, ano ba talaga ang totoong ibig sabihin ng life or ng buhay. And sometimes may iba-iba tayong definition eh. We have different definitions, and we also have different realizations at the end of the day, and meron din we also have different applications of what work is and what life is. So iba-iba. And let's try to no this day I'm trying I will be trying to give my side, no, to give my side on what is work life balance. Okay, according to our source, no, when we say work, it's about our career, our ambition, no, and when we say life, it's about our health, pleasure, and leisure, most especially about our family, our spiritual and personal development. So if you will be asking me, sir, is work-life balance applicable only to workers, to employees? So it could also be applicable to students, no? Students, especially if our students are working, may mga pamilya, habang nag-aaral, po pwede rin po iyon. And at the same time, we have to remember, okay, we have to remember, my dear audience, we have to remember that work is work and life is life, and between the two, ano ba yung pinaka mas importante? Is it work or is it life? And we have to remember that life is more important than work. So umpisa pa lang sinasabi ko na kaagad that life is more important than work, and then later on we will justify why. According to the perspective of an employee, work-life balance is the satisfaction and good functioning at work and at home with a minimum of role conflict. So the keyword is good functioning at work and at home, no? Kasi aminin man natin sa hindi, whether aminin man natin sa hindi. So sometimes, no, lalo na tayong mga nagtatrabaho na, tayong especially kapag may pamilya na po tayo, no, especially if we already have our own family. So um whether we will like it or not, whether we admit it or not, sometimes talagang na napapabayaan natin yung pamilya natin, no, dahil sa nature ng trabaho natin. So which is not good, which is not healthy. Okay? So in an organization, it is the challenge of creating a supportive company culture where employees can focus on their jobs while at work. So yun yung sa organization perspective. Okay, let's dig further. Work-life balance is about effectively managing the juggling act between paid work and other activities that are important to us, including spending time with family, taking part in sport and recreation, volunteering, or undertaking further study. No, kung titingnan po natin ang WLB or work-life balance, if we're going to define it further, no, it is effectively managing the juggling act between paid work, our work, and our other activities such as spending time with the family. Ang As you can see in the picture, the work, career, business performance, the responsibility, and on the other side, the life, our health, our family, our friends, our happiness. Maraming nagsasabi, there are many people saying na ang ating work, hindi natin po pwedeng pabayaan ang ating trabaho kasi it gives us our daily needs, no? Kasi ito yung source ng ating income na itinutustos natin sa ating pang-araw-araw, which is also correct. But to the point that na to the point na yung ating pamilya na yung ating pamilya na ang nako-compromise dahil sa trabaho, yun ang hindi na healthy. So the myth of work-life balance or the theory of work-life balance would like to suggest na dapat kung may trabaho tayo, if you have work, lagi nating tatandaan, our work is just one of the factors, one of the contributing factors that sustain our life, no? In general, ang pinaka-importante pa din ang ating buhay because our life is only one. We can find many works, no? Marami tayong trabaho po pwedeng mahanap, kung matagal tayo sa isang trabaho or mawalan tayo ng isang trabaho, pwede tayong maghanap ng iba pang trabaho. We can find another job, no? Pero kapag na-compromise ang ating buhay, yung ating sarili or any member of our family, for example, no? Yun ang hindi na natin mabibili sa palengke. Ano po? Yun yung hindi na natin po pwedeng mahanap pa because we only have one chance to live in this world. So, learn the skill balance. No? The balance is the key to life. According to the picture, no? An elephant, no? Ang elepante na nakapatong sa isang bola na kung saan it's quite impossible. No? Sabi nga ng sa from the past trainings that I have attended, I have presented the same topic. It's quite impossible that an elephant will be balancing itself, no? Na nakatungtong doon sa bola. It's quite impossible, but you know, this is just an image, no? Gustong ipakita ng image na yan, no? The image this particular picture would like to convey that it is attainable, it is achievable. Work-life balance is achievable or attainable. So here is the evolution of the concept. During the 1800s, so we only have leisure. We only have work and leisure. But during the 60s, work-life balance was mainly considered an issue for working mothers trying to balance the demands of their jobs while na-introduce sa United Kingdom ang work-life balance. In the 1980s, the structural changes took place. For example, policies and procedures along with benefits were added, changed to support work-life balance. Nagkaroon na tayo ng mga maternity leaves, flexi time, and any other alternatives. No? Also, in the 80s, men began their concerns around their own work-life balance. So, during 1980s yan. In 1986, the phrase was first used in the United States. So in the 1986, no, ginagamit na siya sa United States. In the 1990s, no, really solidified work-life balance as an issue that was vital for everyone. So noong 1990s, no, na-realize na ng karamihan that work-life balance is important. In the 21st century, sa ngayon, it's more challenging than ever. Workload predicts other stressors. So, ayan ang ating evolution. So here are the 6 components of work-life balance. We have self-management, time management, stress management, change management, technology management, and leisure management. Kung titingnan natin na my dear audience, it starts with the self. Yung pinakataas, ano? Self-management. Yung sarili muna natin. We have to manage first ourselves. Ating inner, ating spiritual, ang ating emotion. And then we proceed with the time management. Time management is very difficult, no? Especially kapag may pamilya na tayo, no? If we have our children, if we are raising children, isa, dalawa, or ilan man yan, or we already have our own family, no, it's very difficult to manage time, but we can manage. No? The third one is stress management. So stress is really a big factor, a big factor in balancing, no, in balancing our work and our life. Kasi si stress ang kadalasan, si stress ang nagko-cause ng imbalance and imbalances doon sa ating buhay at sa ating trabaho, sa ating career. And speaking of the next one, change management and technology management. Technology management, nako, napaka very influential ang technology kung paano natin babalansehin ang ating buhay at ang ating trabaho. And the next one is leisure management. Our life at work. Okay. Our life at work. It includes punctuality. No? Trabaho po ito ha. Our life at work includes punctuality. Papasok tayo ng maaga. So if you're working in the government or even in uh, in the private sector, 7:30. So 7:30 or 8 o'clock to 12 and then 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. But there are also some establishments na iba ang oras ng trabaho, just like sa BPO industry. So our life at work, we also have the long work hours, the rotational shifts, we also have business travel, we have deliverables, we have the SLA or service level agreement, we also have the appraisals, we also have the customer relationship, we have productivity, kailangan quality ang trabaho, we also need good communication skills, we also have management demands, we also have resources and need, leave and vacation, we also have awards and leisure. So kung titingnan natin, no, there are ito lang ay some of the factors na meron tayo sa trabaho. Let's start discussing punctuality. No, punctuality is also a big word, no. Kailangan nating pumasok ng maaga. Kapag ikaw ay nasa gobyerno, kailangan 7:30 or before 8 o'clock nasa trabaho ka na. At least 15 minutes before bago magsimula ang trabaho, kailangan nandun ka na. Or else, baka makareceive series of tardiness kapag paulit-ulit na lang or araw-araw na lang ang tardiness mo, pwede kang matagal sa trabaho or pwede kang mag-suffer ng consequences. No? And at the same time, pagpatak ng 12 o'clock, so 12 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. But in our case, so in the Department of Education, in our case, no, in my opinion, in my experience, no, talagang hindi lang 7:30 to 12 o'clock and then 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. In the civil service, no, in the civil service commission, no, the working hours for government employees, no, is from 8 o'clock to 12 and then 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So but in our case, in our situation, in our experience, talagang papasok ka ng 7:30 to 12, minsan hanggang 12:30 pa, and then you have to start your class at 1 o'clock and then to 5 o'clock. Sometimes merong 7 o'clock hanggang 12, 1 o'clock hanggang 6 o'clock. So take a look of the situation, especially ngayong pandemic. So maraming adjustments na ginagawa. So in our case, sa education sector, sa amin sa Department of Education, ano po, napakahirap, especially if you have a family to feed, no, a family to take care of. Take a look of this one. You're going to wake up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and then you're going to prepare things for your family. Then you're going to school at 7 o'clock or at 7:30. No, before 7:30 you have to go to be before 7:30 you have to go to school because your classes starts at 7:30. Okay. And then 12 o'clock until 12 o'clock. And then you're going home 12 o'clock to 12:30, you're going to prepare food for your family, for example. And then 1 o'clock, before 1 o'clock, to go back to your station because 1 o'clock, you have to start your class again. And then up to 5 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock, then you're going home at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Siyempre, mamamalengke ka pa, magpe-prepare ka pa ng ng pagkain or anything para sa pamilya. And, you know, ang realidad ng buhay guro, ng buhay guro, or maybe na-experience din po ng ibang ng iba nating mga kasamahan sa ibang industry or sa ibang agency, no? Pero sa amin talaga sa Department of Education. So, aminin man natin o sa hindi, tanggapin man natin o sa hindi, karamihan no, ng mga kasamahan nating teachers, nagdadala pa ng trabaho sa bahay. No? Nagdadala pa ng trabaho sa bahay. I don't know if you will agree with me. Nagdadala pa ng trabaho sa bahay, the class records, the lesson plan, and so on, and etc. and etc. So, yan ang trabaho. Yan, dyan na
Sir,
pumapasok ang
I'm sorry, sir, to interrupt. Can you
yes?
hear me, sir? Yes, sir, because
Yes
we
po,
have
yes.
some viewer. Yes, sir. There are some of our participants doesn't understand Filipino, sir. We have participants who really don't understand Filipino, so they
Oh,
are
okay.
requesting. You can elaborate in
That's okay.
English too. Yes, sir. Sorry. You
They are
may
requesting
continue,
for,
sir. For
okay.
straight English, sir, because Sir
Yes.
Isaiah Kyangwi and Sir Gabwagan Aguilar, they can't understand the explanation due to language issues, sir. So they don't understand Filipino
Oh, okay.
language,
That's okay.
sir.
That's okay.
Yes, sir. So you will
That's
just
okay. That's okay. Thank
explain
you.
more
I
in.
just like what I've
Okay,
told
sir.
you a while ago. Yes, okay.
Thank you, sir. You may now
Can I proceed
continue.
now?
Yes, sir, because they're very eager to listen. It's just that some of the explanations they don't understand if it's in Filipino.
Okay. Hello to our
Okay.
audience. No, I
Thank you, sir.
apologize if I do code switching. We call it code switching, my dear audience, because sometimes no, uh, we explain further using the our native language, the Filipino language, no, for our audience, no, especially Filipino audience, to better understand the topic. But I apologize for that because we have some non-Filipino speakers, non-Filipino audience here in the Institute of Global Professionals. By the way, so punctuality is a big word. It's like what I'm telling you a while ago. Punctuality is such a big word that wherever you are working, you have to be punctual from time to time because in the case here in the Philippines, no, the Civil Service Commission, the government working hours, the working hours for the government employees is will be starting was starting 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and then from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But there are also some agencies who are doing the flexi time. The flexi time, it is also allowed, no, by the Civil Service Commission as long as they follow the proper procedures. And but just like what I'm telling you a while ago, no, in the case of the Department of Education, you will if and then you are a teacher, your class will start at 7:30 in the morning. And if you have a family to take care of, you will be waking up uh, at 5 a.m., maybe 4 to 5 a.m. Then you will be starting to prepare family needs. No? And then you have to be at the school before 7 o'clock or at least 7 o'clock because your class will be starting at 7:30 in the morning to 12. And then after lunch, no, after your class at 12, you have to go home and prepare for lunch. And then at 1 o'clock, before 1 o'clock, you have to go back to your station because your class will start at 1 o'clock again. Okay? And then up to 5 o'clock. But in the case of teachers here in the Philippines, whether we like it or not, or whether we admit it or not, we go beyond the working hours. We go beyond the working hours. We uh, we bring some of our works, no, paper works at home, no, at night time, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, even 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening, we are still doing our paper works. Even Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if you will agree with me. Saturday and Sunday sometimes, not all the time, but there are cases, no. Now we have to report. We have to report to school due to the exigency of service. Now, that's what I'm trying to explain a while ago, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy that it's not healthy that we are still bringing our work at home. No, it's not healthy. I'm telling you. Even you're not working in a department of education, or it's even wherever you work. No, it could be in the business, it could be in the private sector. No, it's not healthy to bring your paperworks at home, because especially if you have a family to take care of. Okay, so the third one, we have our life at work. We have the rotational shifts. May shifts. So my night shift, my morning shift, or my daytime shift, and the business travel. No, we also have we also need to maintain a good customer relationship. No, for example, you are in the business sector. You are in the business sector, and you have you have uh, you have issues and concerns to settle, no, in your business, and those issues you cannot bring at home, because your family could be affected. No, could be affected. For example, there are, especially during this pandemic, no, we we have observed how the business sector, no, were affected, no, were affected by this pandemic, and it really affects, it really affects the family. It really affects the family, the relationship between your children, between your wife, your relatives, for example. So ayan. The point of this the point of this one is, our work, no, our life at work could be very challenging. No, could be very challenging. um you have to you have to hit your goals. You have to hit the objectives that you set during the day, and it's really very challenging on our part. But you have to remember, at the end of the day, work is work. Okay, you have to remember that work is work. No, there will be another day for work. If you cannot finish your work today, okay, finish your work on the other day. If you cannot finish your work on the other day, you finish your work on the other day. My dear audience, we should not compromise ourselves, our health, and our family in exchange for our career. That's the point. But sir, no, if you're going to ask me, sir, how are we going to do that? No, there are many ways in order to do that. Later, I'm going to discuss. Okay. So here is the work life triangle. So work life triangle. Okay, the work life triangle. We have the relationship on the other side. We have the self care on the other side, and we have the work at the middle. Okay, when we talk about relationship, it's personal. It's it's we can include it also, we also include in the relationship side, our friends, our partners, our spouse, and our children. And on the other side, the self-care, our spiritual self-care, physical, our intellectual, our emotional, our health, our wellness, and also including our exercise, our daily exercise. And at the middle, we have the work. On the other side, we have the work, what we do in our career. Ayan. So as you can see, the work-life triangle is composed of three things. No, composed of three things: our relationship, our self-care, and our work. Okay. We have to remember the triangle of work-life balance. Okay, our relationship with our family, our children, our spouse, our friends. We have to maintain balance, and ourself also on the other side. No, and on the other side also our work. So as you can see, triangle. Ayan. I hope you're getting my point. Another one, we have the five spheres of life. The spear of rubber will come back when thrown. The spear of glass would never come back when thrown, as it would break, shatter, and gone. So, did you get the point? The work rubber, when we uh, when we uh, when we break the glass, no, when we break the glass, we cannot put it back, no, to its original form. Okay, we cannot put it back in our original form. Our relationship with our friends, no, work is considered to be a rubber. No, work is considered to be a rubber. When thrown, no, it will be back. Just like what I'm telling a while ago, we might we might lose one job, but we can find another job. We might lose our work today, no, but we can find another work tomorrow. If not tomorrow, on the other day, on the succeeding days, we can find work as long as we are determined, as long as we are perseverant, and as long as we are confident, we will always find any kind of work. We will always find work. Okay? But our spirit is like a broken glass. Once it's broken, it cannot be back together. It cannot be back to its original form. Our friends, once we lost our friends, no? Once we lost our family, any member of the family, and once we lost our health, you know, our spirit, our friends, our family, our health, ourself. Once we lost our once we lost ourselves during the process of working, no, we cannot put it back again. No, especially because our life is only one. We have a lot of cases of this situation. It's just sad. No, it's just sad that we have we have colleagues, no, we have colleagues, so we have our relatives to 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 lately realize, no, to lately realize the importance of balancing our life and our work. No, we have to remember this one. Okay, we have to remember this one. You know, in my experience, no, in my experience, I always see to it. No, I always see to it that before I go to school, I have already prepared uh, my daughter. No, I have already prepared food for my family, for my wife and for my daughter, and I may not be able to to go home during lunchtime, but I always see to it that they have something to eat during lunchtime. And it's very difficult to balance, I admit it. I admit, no, that it's very difficult to balance my our work and our family, our life. But you know, as long as you are trying, as long as you're trying your best, you can do it. Believe me, you can do it. Here are the determinants: the demands from work or from culture, and the demands from home and from home culture. Other factors: our work orientation, our personality, our energy, our age, our career, and our stage. So, our work could be very demanding. No, our work, um, wherever you are working, there are really demands. In our case, as teachers, it's really very demanding. We have to see to it that our students are learning. We have to see to it that our students can follow what we are trying to teach them. If there are some who are not following, who are somehow struggling, we have to do interventions. Now we have to do interventions. We have to do programs and projects that will uh, that will address the issues and concerns and the problems experienced by our students. No, during Saturday and Sunday, we have to give time to visit our students. In our case, so in my case here in the uh, in the rural areas, here in Palawan, no, we are going to the mountainous areas of Dumaran. We are going to the island places here in Palawan, in Dumaran, mountainous areas of Palawan, to visit our students, during holiday, during Saturday, during Sunday, no? And it's very tiring, it's very exhausting. I admit it. But it's part of our work. It's part of our work. It's part of the demands of our profession. Yes, I have the choice. No, I have the choice whether to do that and not to do that. But it's also fulfilling on the other part. It's also fulfilling on the other side that I can do that. No, I can extend a bit of my energy, a bit of my resources to to help my students, to help the students, no, to help our students grow a little bit, no, grow a little bit and finally learn and finally become successful someday. Okay, but before I do that, I always make sure I will always make sure to provide the needs of my family first before I I go to I go visiting I do visit my before I visit my students, before I do home visitation, I always situate that my family has their needs. They have food to eat during breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they have money in case of emergency. They have their needs. No, um, as working as working individuals, as working parents, for example, before we do our extra before we do our extra activities related to work, we have to make sure first that our families are safe, no, are safe and stable. Okay? So another thing, no, aside from the demands from work, we also have the demands from home. So our wife, no, our wives, for example, our children would demand time for leisure, time for vacation, time for bondings, and we have also to we should not or we must not neglect those invitations. We must not neglect those demands from our family, as long as it's healthy and it's for the benefit of our children, of our entire family. Okay? And another thing, no, in my case I do have demands also from, ano, I do not call it demands, but I do community programs and projects. We do community projects and programs voluntarily, and it's another factor. Okay, later I'm going to discuss that. So balances. We have the time balance, time devoted to work and family. Involvement balance, involvement in work and family, and satisfaction balance. It's equal satisfaction with work and life. When we talk about balance, balance, time management or time balance is very important because we only have 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day, and according to science, we have to devote 8 hours, at least 8 hours for sleep. No, for sleep, 8 hours for sleep, because during sleeping time, no, our energy is we are our body is regenerating and our body is gaining energy for to sustain the energy of our body, of our organs. Now we need enough sleep so that we can function effectively the next day. And 8 hours of sleep. We have 24 hours a day, and 8 hours is devoted. No, 8 hours will be devoted for sleep, and we only have 12 hours. Another 8 hours will be devoted for work, no, for work. So 8 plus 8 is 20. 8 plus 8 is equivalent to 20, 16. So we only have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We only have 8 hours remaining, and we have to spend it wisely. No, we have to spend the remaining 8 hours to our family, Okay? Tingnan natin, no? 24 hours a day, we have the 24 hours a day and we have the triangle of work-life balance, the triangle of work-life balance. We have 8 hours for our family, 8 hours for ourselves, and we have another 8 hours for our work. So, are you getting my point? I hope you're getting my point. I hope you're getting the message that I am trying to convey. Our involvement in work and family. Um, in our work requires us to be productive. Our work requires us to be productive to deliver quality work, quality service. No, for us, no, there are many factors. There are many contributing factors in order to have a or to attain a productive and quality service. You know, and for us, no, to maintain the balance in the triangle of life, we have we have to be productive. No, we have to be productive at work. It's not, no, my dear audience, it's not enough that we go to school, we go to work, we sit in our table, off in our chair, in front of our office, in our office table, in front of our computer, and we wait for lunchtime. We wait for 5 o'clock, and then we pack our things and go home. You have to do something. You have to be productive, and you have to attain that quality work so that you can balance yourself. You can attain work-life balance. No, there are some of us, or there are some workers who are just going to school, who are just going to work, and then they're just they're just killing the time. No? Sitting, doing Facebook, social media for many hours, for 8 hours, no, for 8 hours, in front of the computer, watching movies, doing social media, Facebook, YouTube, and it's not healthy. Also, no, it's not healthy, and it's not quality. It's not quality work service. It's not productive. It's not being productive. No, if we if we go to work, if we go to work we have to make sure that we set our goals. We set our goals for work. I have to do this during this day. Here are my goals and objectives. Here are my plans this day. I have to do this one. 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 When we set our goals, when we do our plan and set our goals, we have to make sure that we our goals are achievable. No, our goals during the day, no, are achievable. We should not we should not plan we should not plan and set goals during in we should not set goals, or we should not plan and set goals that are quite impossible to achieve within a day. So we have to set a long-term goal, and we also need to set a short-term goal so that we can achieve the satisfaction balance. No? At the end of the day, so before you sleep, no, before you sleep, you reflect. You reflect, am I productive this day? Am I productive at work? Am I productive with to my family also? No. Did I give did I give everything I can for work? Did I give everything I can for my family? No. The satisfaction balance. You can you can before you sleep or during bedtime, you can sleep deeply if you are satisfied with what you have achieved during the day. Am I right? I hope so. Okay, let me check. Okay. 'Di ba po? It's the feeling is, even it's exhausting, no, even though it's our work is exhausting. I know our work is really exhausting, if especially if you're a teacher. no, especially if you are a teacher, or if not a teacher, especially if you are passionate with what you are doing, especially if you have the heart to what you are doing. It's really exhausting physically, but it's very fulfilling emotionally and spiritually. It's very fulfilling. So here are the some of the symptoms of unbalance. No, if we are working and we are feeling the following, maybe there you can reflect. No, reflect. Am I experiencing this frequently? If yes, maybe there is an unbalance, and you have to work out on that. Physically, if we are experiencing frequent headaches, upset stomach, sleep disturbances, changes in appetite, muscle tension, fatigue, heart palpitations, no, maybe we have the no, if you are experiencing uh, one to two or most of the symptoms in physically, you have to do something. No, you have to do something, and you have to be alert. You have to be you have to be aware. No, no, and emotionally, if you are experiencing depression, anxiety, irritability, difficulty making decisions, you're angry, outbursts, there are resentment, feeling of powerlessness. From time to time, you're always feeling weak, lagi kang mahina ang katawan, laging may problema, laging may iniisip, no? Laging may iniisip, hindi ka makapag-concentrate sa klase, hindi ka makapag-concentrate sa trabaho because you are something wrong is bothering you. Something is bothering you, no? And maybe, no, if you are experiencing one to two or most of these symptoms, you have to consult. You have to consult some a professional, no, a doctor specializing on this one, specializing in mental health, oh, and you have to consult, no, to them, so that you can immediately uh, find or make solutions to what you are experiencing. Personally, if you lost time with friends and loved ones, job burnout, the isolation, you're stopping social activities, your relationship, you have the relationship loss, difficulties, self-medicating. These are symptoms of unbalance. Personally, no. If you have more time, no, more time to work other than more time to work other than hanging out with friends for sometimes, no, if you're feeling unhappy with your work, you don't want to talk to your co-employees, you are isolating yourself, you don't have friends anymore, and you lost that power, you lost that energy, that enthusiasm, that passion to work. No, there is really something wrong. No, there is really something wrong, and to you have to be aware of that, and you should not neglect that. No, you should not neglect that, and you should consult a medical professional to to express yourself, no, to express yourself, to tell your problems, no, and bit by bit resolve those issues. Okay, you know, I'm not telling you that if you are experiencing headaches, you're already that is already a symptom of unbalance. No, sometimes we are also, all of us, we are experiencing headaches or sleep disturbances due to many factors. What I'm trying to say is that if you are experiencing two or more, no, if you are what do we call this one? If you are observing yourself to be if you observe yourself to be abnormal maybe, or if you're what do we call this one, mm, if you observe yourself to be that there is something wrong, no, that there is something wrong, what's wrong with me, no? And if your friends, because your co-employees, your friends at work, or your relatives, your family would always would observe that, no, would observe that, and they would tell you that something is wrong, so that something is wrong with you, that something is wrong with you, and you should not neglect that, and you should not neglect that, but you should take that into account, you should consider that, no, you have to accept, you have to hear what they're trying to say, and you have to reflect on that. Okay, depression and anxiety, stress is a killer, no, no, killer ang mga killers ang mga symptoms na ito kapag hindi natin to nasolusyonan agad-agad, at hindi natin to na i-consider, na ipakonsulta, no, we might experience severe medical condition kapag napabayaan natin, no? In short, if we neglect these symptoms, if we neglect these symptoms, and we kept on tolerating these symptoms for a week, for a month, and for a year, no, things will be worse. Things will be worse, and it could kill you. It could kill us. No, it could kill us. No, and if you are not if you are not observing these symptoms to yourself or to yourselves, but if you observe these symptoms to your coworkers, to your co-employees, to your friends, you have to tell them immediately that there is something wrong with them, that they have to resolve, that they have to consider. Okay? Being a relative, being a family, no? You have to help each other. You have to help each other. We have to tell the concerned person, the concerned person, that they need someone expert on this particular symptoms, no, medical professionals most especially, or someone's like a good friend, could also a good friend, a priest, or someone experts on solving these issues, no, could help resolve these problems. Okay? Tandaan natin palagi, no, kapag napabayaan natin to, magre-result ito sa mas malalang problema, no? In other cases, in other circumstances, other places also, no, mental health, yung pagbaba ng mental health, the the decline in mental health of a person results also to suicide, no, and sana naman wag tayong umabot sa ganun. Okay, so here is the myths versus realities. Is work life balance ideal? Okay, you try to answer. Is work life balance ideal? Is it ideal idealistic to balance life and work? And of course, the answer is yes. Comment your answer in the chat box if you agree or not. Work-life balance does not mean an equal balance. Um, what is your answer? Is it yes or no? Work-life balance does not mean an equal balance. The keyword is balance, and we have, it depends on how you interpret, but for me, in my opinion, it's an equal balance, no, an equal balance, just like the triangle, the work life balance triangle that I am trying to to tell you a while ago. We cannot sustain life without work. We cannot sustain, this is the triangle, this is the triangle. we cannot sustain the other one. We cannot sustain the other one if there will be missing. No, this is not a perfect triangle anymore if we are missing the other one. Or this, it could be like this, pero but there's no this one, the other one. No, could also be like this, but we're missing the other one. So it should be an equal balance. We cannot also live our lives without a work. Our work sustain our daily needs every day, no? But we cannot be happy with our work if we don't have the family, if we are not healthy. Okay? Are you getting my point? We cannot maximize, we cannot be happy with our work, we cannot be happy with our money. Even you're earning $1 million every month or every day, you can't be happy with money if you don't have a family, if you don't have children. Am I right? If you're not healthy, if you're not healthy physically, emotionally, spiritually, you cannot buy your health in the market. No, you cannot buy your liver, your heart. No, you cannot buy your mental health. No, in the market or in mall. You cannot buy such things as happiness. No, as happiness, the happiness that your family can give, the happiness that your daughter, your children can give you. No, you cannot buy those things. No, that's why it should be balance. It should be an equal balance. Okay. So number three, there is no perfect one size fits all. Balance you should be striving for. So what do you say? What is your opinion on number three? There is no perfect one size fits all. Balance you should be striving for. Okay. Okay. So here in our comment box, okay, they're saying work-life balance does not mean unequal balance. Oh, it's a no. It means work-life balance means equal balance. How about number three? Number two is a no. Number one is a yes. Okay, very good. Thank you for your participation. Just comment your answers. Okay, comment your answers in our chat box. Number three, there is no perfect one size fits all. Yes, no, that's correct. The balance that we are aiming is something that we should strive. Hmm? We should strive the balance that we are aiming. Okay, three no, three yes. No, we have different interpretations. No, um, there's no perfect one size fits all. So it's a case to case basis. It's a case to case basis. Now, if you are a businesswoman, if you are in the government, if you are in the private sector, no, those are different cases. Those are different situations. And the point here is the balance that we are, in order to achieve work-life balance, we have to strive. No, we have to strive in achieving those this perfect triangle, this work-life balance triangle. Okay. Number four, your best individual work-life balance will vary over time. Okay, what is your opinion? Your best individual work-life balance will vary over time. Yes. Gab Wagan Aguilar, depends on type of work, but generally yes. That's correct. No, it's a case to case basis. No, it's a case to case basis. What we're just trying to say, but what we're just trying to convey is that um, regardless of what work we have or we are involved in, we have to strive. No, as we have to strive to the best of our ability to maintain our good relationship with our family, a balanced relationship with our family, a balanced and healthy relationship with our work, and also a balanced and healthy relationship with ourselves. Okay. Number four is yes, your best individual work-life balance will vary over time. So it will vary over time because as we aged, our needs varies also. As we aged, habang tumatanda, pag bata pa tayo, iba rin ang mga needs natin, iba ang lakas natin, no? As we aged, as we reach 40, 50, our priorities varies also, our energy varies also, and our power varies also, no? Our enthusiasm, our energy varies also, but no, work-life balance, regardless of our age, our priorities, work-life balance is still achievable. So it depends again on our goals, our objectives, our plans also. Number five, the less hours you work, the happier you will be. How about number five? Okay, number five, the less work hours you work, the happier you will be. So here in the Philippines, it is mandated by the law, by our law, that we should work at least 8 hours. No, 8 hours a day is the mandated working hours, especially if you are in the government. Okay, especially if you are in the government, from 8 o'clock to 12, then from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. But there are also some arrangement, just like the flexi time, just like the when we experienced the pandemic. So there are some adjustments. Okay. So number five is some of you are saying no, some of you are saying yes. It's also a case to case basis, no, a case to case basis. So the less hours you work, the happier you will be. It depends on what kind of work. There are some works, no, works wherein you find it really very meaningful, memorable, and you're really enjoying. But there are also some works, no, which are really toxic. Well, I don't know if you're going to agree with me. So some works are toxic, no, but there are also some works wherein it's really you can really enjoy, no, to the fullest. Yes, Mr. Sir Aguilar, if you love your work, no, it depends also on what kind of work, and it depends also on our perception about our work. If you love your work, no, it depends, no. But if you don't love your work, it depends on you, no. But we should always remember, okay? But we should always remember that work is work, our life is life. Okay, the keyword is work, life is life. Work is different from life. If you're going to choose, if you're going to choose between the two, you have to choose your life because your life, our life is only one. Our work, no? If you lose one work, we can find another work. Okay. How about number six? The perfect 50-50 split is possible between work and life. So is it possible the perfect 50-50 split is it possible to achieve the 50-50 split between work and life? Okay. So again, it's a case to case basis, okay? A case to case basis, and it depends also on the person. But a 50-50 basis between work and life is achievable, no, achievable as long as we strive for it, we can achieve, and it's possible. Next, what works for me will also work for you. How about number seven? How about number seven? What works for me will also work for you. Is it yes or no? Remember, we have our individual differences. We have our individual differences, and what might work for me might not work for you. But there are also situations that what may work from me, what might work from me, might work from you. So we have common denominators, but we also have differences. Remember that. Not all things, not all strategies, not all activities might work for me, but might work for you. But it might not work for you, but might work for me. So it depends on our situations. It depends on what particular work we are involved in. Okay? Okay. Men have better work-life balance than women. How about number eight? So number seven is a no. How about number eight? Men have better work-life balance than women. Okay? Men have better work-life balance than women. I guess it's no. No? It's whether regardless of our gender preferences. Regardless of our gender preferences, no, work-life balance is for everyone. No? No? So men have better work-life balance than women. Would you agree with that? Okay, most of you said no. So it depends on the different roles and responsibilities of men and women. So it depends on their roles, duties, and responsibilities. No, but generally, it's possible. It's possible that men and women, regardless of your gender preferences, you can achieve a life-work balance. Next, number 9, the boss has it better than everyone else. The boss has it better than everyone else. Would you agree? Would you agree with that? The boss has it better than everyone else. So, what is your opinion? I guess it's no. No? Next, the rest and personal time are optional. The rest and personal time are optional. Okay, if you are in the government, no, if you are in the government, we also have rest time. No, if you are in the private sector, it is also mandated in our law that there must be a rest time or a break time. Okay? As long as our work is not compromised, as long as our work is not compromised, our duties and responsibilities are not compromised, as long as we have achieved our plan for the day, no, achievable goals and plans, no, it's okay to rest. No? If you're It's okay to take a vacation, to have a vacation. If it's okay to take a rest if you're not feeling well. No? If you're not feeling well, if you feel sick, it's okay to rest. No, I'm telling you, it's okay to rest. Do not hesitate to rest if you are feeling sick. No, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, if you're feeling sick, you have the right to rest. Okay, but if you exercise that right to rest, make sure also the to follow the law, to follow the procedure, the proper procedure. You file your leave, you inform your head, you inform your boss, you inform your immediate supervisor that you're not feeling well, that you're feeling sick, and you have to take a rest. Okay, and if you want to exercise also your right to rest, you have to you should exercise it uh, legally, at the same time rightfully, no, properly. If you okay, you should not abuse your right to rest. Okay, the point is you should not abuse our rights to rest. Okay. Okay, so do not hesitate to our listeners, to our audience. We should not hesitate to rest for a moment, no, to take a vacation, to avail our vacation leave if we have to travel for a moment, go to somewhere, go to Palawan if you want. Go to Palawan. I can give you a free tour, free accommodation here in Palawan if you want. So those are situations, no, those are moments that you should not miss. Okay. Next, that hour's work is indicative of value created. Yes, that hour's work is indicative of value created. And that work and life are separate concepts. Okay. Work and life are separate concepts. You have to bear that in your mind and in your heart. Work is work, life is life. Work is there. Work is created. We have to work in order to sustain our life. Okay? But work is just one of the factors that sustain life. No? Okay. For example, this is our work. This is our work. Okay. This is This is our work. This is our work. Okay. And we have five fingers on the other hand. We have five fingers on the other hand, and one of the finger is considered to be our work. And there are still four or many fingers remaining that sustains our life. Okay? Isang bagay lang po ang trabaho sa sumusuporta sa ating buhay. No, hindi ang buong trabaho natin ang sumusuporta sa ating buong buhay. Tandaan po natin 'yan. Kaya naman please, wag nating gawing buhay ang trabaho natin. No? Ang trabaho natin. Our work is work, our life is life. And we should not make our work our life. We have to remember that. We should not make our work as our life. Na tila baga wala na tayong buhay kundi ang trabaho natin. Tila baga kung makapagtrabaho tayo, parang wala tayong pamilya, parang wala tayong mga anak, o wala tayong asawa, no? Kung umuwi tayo sa ating mga bahay, kung umuwi tayo sa ating mga tahanan, no? Tatanungin ka ng iyong pamilya, saan ka nang galing? Puro trabaho ang rason natin. We should not do that. Because in order to attain a work-life balance, no? We have to consider many things, no? Hindi lang trabaho po ang bumubuhay sa atin, hindi lang po trabaho ang nagsusustain ng ating buhay. Okay? In English, no? Work is just one of the many factors that supports life, that sustains life. And we should not make our work as our life. Okay? Okay, I hope you agree with me. Because maybe one day, if we set our work as our life, baka pag uwi natin, wala na tayong asawa. Baka pag uwi natin, wala na tayong mga anak. Okay? Yan. Yan ang pinakamasakit na parte ng ating pagtatrabaho. Ang makompromise ang ating pamilya, ang makompromise ang ating mga anak, at makompromise ang ating asawa dahil sa katatrabaho natin. There are many cases, not only here in the Philippines, but around the world, no, that shows that if you are overworked, over fatigue, no, you have an unhealthy family. Okay. Thank you for agreeing with me. Thank you for agreeing with me. Sa lahat ng mga Pilipino dyan na nanonood, sa mga Pilipino na nanonood, balansehin po natin, na may oras tayo sa ating sarili, 8 oras sa ating sarili, 8 oras sa ating pamilya, 8 oras din sa ating trabaho. Yun yung konsepto ng work-life balance triangle. Okay? At lagi rin nating tatandaan, ang trabaho ay trabaho, ang buhay ay buhay natin. Isa lang ang trabaho sa sumusuporta sa nagsusustain ng ating buhay. Hindi buong trabaho ang nagsusustain ng ating buhay. Okay, according to Gab, too much work is deadly, but too much life rest is also deadly. There must be balance. That's correct. That's correct, okay? That's correct. We just need to balance, okay? Because if we don't have work, we have our life, we don't have work, how are we going to sustain our life? No, financially, our work sustains our life financially. No, one of the supports that our work is giving to our life is financial support. Okay, I would like to to greet my students from grade 11 at Santa Teresita National High School, grade 11 students. No, thank you for watching. We also have from Colegio de Santa Ana de Victorias, the BS Cream, BS Criminology. I thank you for watching. Sir, how about in the case of our students? How about in the case of the students? How are you going to incorporate work-life balance? In the case of our students, no, um, your life and your studies, your life, your studies, and your family. So you have to balance, no? Give 8 hours a day for your studies. Make the most of it, no? And 8 hours for yourself. Don't forget to do leisure some in your some other time, but you should not also forget to give time for your family. Okay? Pag-aral, oras ng aral, mag-aral kayo. Pag oras ng school, mag-school kayo. Pero pag oras ng pampamilya, pampamilya. Okay? Pag oras ng para sa sarili, para sa sarili. Okay? That is what I'm trying to remind my students from time to time. Study as much as you can, participate in all school classroom activities as much as you can, learn as much as you can, but don't forget also to enjoy as much as you can. Okay? Gets? Thank you. So here are ways organizations encourage work-life balance. So ways organizations encourage work-life balance. So here are some of the suggested activities. So exercise access. So if some organizations, business establishments, agencies, you need an access, there must be an access to exercise. Kung mayroong gym ang isang establishment, uh, sports area, no, there are okay, it's good. No, it will be good and it will be healthy for an organization, for a business establishment or an agency if you have the an access to exercise. If you have a portion of your building, a portion of your company wherein employees can do exercise, employees can do sports activities such as and any other activities. Number two, okay. Hi Gab, thank you Gab for your suggestion. This must also serve as realization to educators that they must also consider the balance in giving too much assignments, assessments to a student so they could also have a balance in their lives. Thank you Gab for your suggestion. That's correct. No, to my fellow educators, we should give a balance school or classroom activities or curriculum activities so that our students uh, will not uh, will not suffer stress and anxiety due to too much assessment and school requirements and activities. So in my case as an educator, I do give requirements or activities no na with time, with equal time. No, for example, one activity for this week, another activity for this week. So there are scheduled activities or activities, requirements, and any other activities of my students are given, are given with equal time for the preparation. Okay. So childcare services, let's proceed. Childcare services. So in order to promote a work-life balance in an organization, business establishments, company, there must be a suggestion here, a childcare services. So if you're in the government service, we have this under the gender and development or God that the government facilities must have a child care services at a portion, a classroom, or an office wherein it's for the breastfeeding area, for example. um, yeah, they can bring if yeah, a breastfeeding feeding area is one of the example, no, in the gender and development law. Ayan. So I don't know if the private sector is also applying this one, but it's good that there must be a childcare services, no, for an organization. Number three, company outings. Yes, team building activities, values formation activities for organizations, business establishments, whatever work you're involved in, whatever company, organization you are involved in. It could be a private, government, non-government, whatever it is. No, company outings, team building activities, values formation activities are important. No, are important to promote a work-life balance to our employees. Next, allow flexibility. Yes, this is very important. If you are a company owner, if you are a boss, if you are a manager, if you are a leader, we have to see our employees as flexible individuals. No, we have to allow them to work flexibly. We have to allow flexibility, no, to be executed, to be practiced and executed in our organization. Okay? allowing flexibility allowing flexibility also mean considering the individual talents, individual abilities of our employees. Okay, next is employee perks and benefit schemes. Okay, the benefits of our employees, the bonuses of our employees, so these are good things that can promote work life balance. Okay. Okay. Next one is EAPS, or Employee Assistance Programs. So Employee Assistance Programs is very important also, okay? So we should not forget this one, especially if the company is private. So in the government here in the Philippines, no, if you're working in the government, you already have these benefits, no? And I am hoping that our government could still maximize and give more benefits to our government employees. Next is personalization at work. This is also very important. Time allocation in work, very important also. When you say 8 o'clock to 12, it's 8 o'clock to 12. When you say 1 to 5, it's 1 to 5. But there are private sectors, private establishment, business, in particular with business, in the business sector, that they oblige their employees to work overtime. Just like one of my experiences, just like when I was still working in one of the fast food, popular fast food here in the Philippines, in particular in Palawan, no, you are being paid to work. They do not give you night differential. Night differential. We're working until 10 in the evening, and then your work will be cut until 10, and then after 10 o'clock, you're supposed to go out. You're supposed to go home. Yet they have that agreement that before you can go, you have to clean the area first. Cleaning the area until 11, until 12, until 2 o'clock in the morning. And then your 2 to 3 hours overtime are not paid. There are some business establishments that do like that. No? So if you are a leader, if you are a manager of an organization, you have to you have you have to consider also the side, no, of your employees, that they have also their families, that they also have their children, that their families, their children, their friends, they also have their personal lives that they have to attend to, that they have to live. Okay, because there are some boss, may mga leaders, may mga may-ari ng kumpanya, may mga heads na kung makapagpatrabaho naman talaga sa kanilang mga empleyado ay sobra-sobra. Saturday, Sunday, nire-request na bumalik ng opisina, papangakuan ng service credit, papangakuan ng offset, papangakuan ng kung ano-ano, pero wala naman, no? There are some boss also na masyadong matakaw magpa-overtime, no? Sobra kung magpa-overtime, pero kung magbigay ng rewards and incentive sa kanyang mga employee, napakabarat. There are also some owners, it could be heads of the organization, managers and leaders that are too abusive to their employees. Even holidays, they ask their employees to go back to their station to work during holidays. Masyadong makasarili ang mga ganong tao. Hindi na nila naiisip Pinagtatrabaho nila kanilang mga empleyado hanggang gabi, no? Hanggang madaling araw, hindi lang isang beses, dalawa, pangatlo, madalas. And it's not healthy in an organization. It's not healthy. Isipin din sana natin na meron din silang mga kani-kanilang buhay at kani-kanilang mga pamilya na inaalagaan at pinapakain at inaasikaso. Ayan. Sa mga boss dyan, ha? Sa mga nakikinig dyan, na mga boss, to those boss here who are listening, heads, managers, leaders, owners of companies, oy, wag naman sanang abusado tayo sa ating mga empleyado. And sa ating naman mga empleyado, sa ating namang mga empleyado, wag din naman din sana tayong manahimik na lamang. Okay? Wag na din naman sana tayong manahimik na lamang. Wag na lamang tayong manahimik na ganun na ang ginagawa sa atin, no? We can actually pwede tayong magsalita, no? May karapatan tayo. We have the right, no? We have the right to express our experiences, no? Especially if it's unjust, it's not it's if it's unfair already, okay? So encourage employee training, workshop, and education. So yes, this is very important. We encourage our employees to undergo trainings paid by the company, trainings paid by the organization, or if not, we organize workshops, no? Workshop seminars, free workshops and seminars to our employees. Values formation workshops, it would be a skill development, skills development, attitude development, and many more, no? We can also offer education to our employees. We can do a lot, no? Tandaan natin, no? We should remember that without our employees, our agency, our business will not go any further, no? Wala tayong organisasyon, wala tayong departamento, wala tayong business na mapapatakbo kung wala tayong mga empleyado. So ang mga empleyado natin ay mahalaga, no? They are very important, they are very vital, no, in the in the development, in the success of a particular organization, and we have to take care of them. We have to show compassion and love to them so that they will do so also. Alam niyo, kapag kapag pinakitaan natin ang pagmamahal ng ating mga empleyado, yung value na importante sila, na mahalaga sila sa kumpanya, sa organization na yan, hindi na natin sila kailangan pang kumbinsihin na magtrabaho ng naaayon, ng magtrabaho ng tama. Sila na mismo ang gagawa niyan. Kasi ramdam nila na ganun ang trato natin sa kanila. Okay? I hope you're getting my point. Benefits of improved work-life balance. So here are the benefits of improved work-life balance. Improved productivity of employees. Take a look at this one. Improved productivity of employees. This is what I'm telling you a while ago. If we show compassion, value to our employees, we have this suggested ways, no, to encourage work-life balance. We promote work-life balance. We encourage work-life balance. We motivate our employees to perspire and achieve work-life balance. There will be an improved productivity in our employees. Our employees will be productive and will perform quality work, quality service, no, in our organization. They will be effective. They will be executing. They will be performing their duties and responsibilities with the heart and with utmost excellence. Okay. Reduced employee turnover. Okay. This one is also important. Reduce absenteeism. Yes. And increased loyalty. This is very important. The loyalty. Let's change our statement. Rather than saying, I have a stressful life, change it to, I will learn how to come back on track and live a balanced life and leave no place for stress. Okay? Let's change our statement, okay, to our listeners and to our audience. Rather, rather than saying, I have a stressful life, I have a stressful work, we change it into, I will learn how to come back and on track and live a balanced life and leave no place for stress. Stress will kill us. Stress will damage us and will eventually kill us if we cannot manage our our work and our life properly or effectively. Okay? Here are the tips for work-life balance. Keep in mind, set smart goals. We have to set our goals every day. No, before we sleep, before we go to bed, we have to set our goals. It must be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. No? Set smart goals, plan and prioritize your goals. Okay? Setting a goal, setting a goal smartly will lead us to 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 become productive, no, will lead us to become productive and will lead us to do quality work service. Kasi kapag sa araw-araw na nagtatrabaho tayo at mayroon tayong goal na nakasulat, may attitude is I do write. Yeah, I do really set a goal every day. I do write my goals, the things to do every day para hindi ko makalimutan. I have to do this, I have to do that so that whenever I check my notebook, no, hindi ko nakakalimutan na mayroon pa pala akong gagawin. Then after accomplishing a particular task, a particular activity, I do check, no? Chine-checkan ko talaga 'yan. So, kapag na-achieve ko na ang 5 or 10 goals sa araw na 'yon, so masaya na ako. Contented and satisfied. Okay? Pero pag may mga case naman na hindi natin na-achieve yung mga goals natin, no, we can also put it on the other day. Okay? Basta ang importante, what's important or what matters most is that we have accomplished something. We have accomplished something during that day. Hindi lang tayo nagmarites, hindi lang tayo pumasok sa trabaho, nagmarites, at kung ano-ano yung mga ginawa natin, nanood ng YouTube, na Google, at naubos lang ang oras nang wala tayong nagawa. Okay? Next one, plan a structure. Work-life balance is all about flexibility, which can be achieved by a structure in place as it brings certainty. You know what's going to happen and why. It also includes tools, resources to have flexibility. This includes you being able to work from variety of places in different times of a day effectively. For this, you would need mobile phones, laptops, remote access, and flexible hours are important. No? Napaka digital na natin ngayon. Napakarami na nating gamit na technology, no? Saan man tayo pwede tayong mag-check ng we can be flexible. Pwede tayong mag-check ng ating mga outputs, ng ating mga gawain. Pwede nating ma-monitor ang ating organization using gadgets and so on and so on. Okay? Just plan a structure. Para naman din ma-budget natin, ano. Ito sa mga heads o sa mga namumuno, sa mga leaders or managers, we have to trust our employees. You have to trust your employees. No, trusting them means you trust their abilities and skills. Hindi na kung ikaw ay isang head o isang kang namumuno, gagawin mo lahat, sa'yo lahat. No, iaasa mo sa isang tao lang lahat. It's not healthy also. Kasi matatambakan ka ng trabaho, delegate your work. I-assign mo sa isang tao, ikaw ang naka-assign dito, ikaw ang naka-assign dito, ikaw ang naka-assign dito, ikaw ang naka-assign dito. And then follow up. Follow up na lang. Kung ikaw ay leader, kung ikaw ay leader, ikaw ay namumuno, ikaw ay head ng isang agency, organization. Kapag inako mo lahat, Nako, tambak yan. Gagabihin ka talaga niyan. Alas 11, alas 12, na tila, o, kauuwi, na tila baga wala kang pamilya. No? Kasi naman, sinolo mo na lahat. So, delegate your work. Delegate your work. And wag naman sanang sobra alas 5, alas 6, alas 7, nagtatrabaho pa kayo kasama ng mga empleyado mo. So hindi na healthy 'yun. Lagi nating iisipin na may mga pamilya 'yan at may mga pamilyang nag-aantay sa kanila 'yan. Except in the exigency of service. And wag naman sana nating gagamitin ang exigency of service from time to time. Hindi naman lahat ng oras emergency. Okay? Hindi naman lahat ng oras emergency. And respetuhin din natin ang family time, ang Sunday time ng ating mga empleyado. Okay po. Practice good time management. So, time management is very important. No? You come to work on time, you take your break on time, you go home on time. Tandaan po natin yan, okay? You have to remember this one. We go to work on time if you want to go home on time. Start your class on time if you want to end your class on time. Okay? Kasi hindi lang ikaw ang nagtatrabaho dyan. Pag marami affected kayong lahat. Maraming naapektuhan kapag there are many employees who are affected if you are not functioning effectively. Okay po? So good time management is a key. It means to do the right things in the right way at the right time. For this, you need to focus on your priorities and focus on those tasks that advance important goals. Those goals that will bring in high payoff results. Activities that involve too much time should be simplified, delegated, or eliminated. Good time management means focusing on results. It's important to aim for excellence, but not necessarily for perfection. Because when you aim for excellence, you might get excellent results. But when you aim for perfection, you might never quite get there. Okay? Yan po ang sinasabi ko na kanina. That's what I'm telling you a while ago. Simplify, delegate, and or eliminate if necessary. Okay? And aim for excellence from time to time. Aim for excellence. Do not aim for perfection because nobody's perfect. Okay, because when you aim for excellence, you might get there. You might get excellent results, no? But when you aim for perfection, you might never quite get there. Okay? Um another thing, okay? When you delegate work, no? When you delegate work, you trust those people. When you delegate work, you delegate to those employees who are skilled, whose forte, whose passion is on that particular area also. As much as possible, okay? As much as possible. Huwag mo namang ibibigay sa lahat na. Siya na ang coordinator nitong isa. Siya pa ang coordinator nitong isa. And the other one, sa lahat na lang, sa kanya na lang mo ibinigay lahat-lahat. So it's not healthy. It's not healthy that you're going everything to one person, to one employee. Delegate delegate tasks depending on the abilities and skills of your employees so that they can also exercise and practice their individual talent, their individual skills and abilities. Okay? That's it. And lagi din naman nating iisipin we should always remember also that we should respect the time of our employees. Pagpatak na ng alas 5, pagpatak na ng alas 12, pahinga na. No, tayo na mismo magsabi na pahinga na. O pagpatak ng alas 3, merienda na. Pagpatak ng alas 5, uwian na. As much as possible. As much as possible, and sana araw-araw gawin natin ito. Okay? Araw-araw gawin natin ito. In the exigency of service lang, bibihira lang naman ang mga emergency situations na kailangan nating mag-overtime. Okay? And when we do overtime, dapat din naman, if you're going to do overtime or in the exigency of service, we should also give equal reward, appreciation, and recognition to our employees. Hindi naman pinag-overtime mo na, Pinag-overtime mo na ng magdamag ng hanggang madaling araw, tapos wala man lang appreciation and kahit papano ay reward sa ating mga employees. Okay. Undertake training and techniques required. There are many books available on effective time management, goal setting, prioritizing activity, increasing effectiveness, negotiation, relaxation, and stress management. Also, there are providers of these trainings. Ayan, mag-conduct ng mga, we can whatever organization you are involved in or you may have, no, we should always do this one, no, conduct values formation, conduct symposium, training, seminars, and workshops wherein you invite speakers coming from different agencies, a priest, for example, for faith empowerment, um, a medical professional for mental health empowerment, no, skills empowerment also, and many more. Okay. Next one is take holidays and long weekends. Oh, if it's holiday, it's holiday. If it's weekend, it's weekend. Wag naman ang mga boss dyan na holiday pagtatrabahuhin ng mga empleyado. Ano ba yan? Wag naman na weekend, Saturday and Sunday, magsisimba na lang ang tao, pagre-reportin mo pa ng opisina. Ano ba yan? Kawalang konsiderasyon. Di ba po? No, holiday, long weekend, ipaubaya natin yan sa ating mga empleyado, ibigay natin yan sa kanila kasi karapatan nila yan. No? Sa 7 araw na ginawa, no, 7 araw, 5 araw sa trabaho, 2 araw na lang sa pamilya. At kung may holiday pa, pangatlo. Huwag na natin sanang kunin sa kanila yan. No, huwag na nating nakawin pa sa kanila kasi may mga boss, there are some heads, leaders, managers, o ano pa man yung matataas na posisyon na masyadong abusado sa kanilang mga empleyado. Okay? Holiday, pagtatrabahuhin, weekend, pababalikin ang opisina. Huwag naman po sanang ganoon. Maawa din naman tayo sa ating mga empleyado na may mga pamilya naman ding mga inaasikaso. Okay po? At kung kayo naman ay empleyadong ganyan at inaabuso, you should speak. No? You should invoke your right and you should speak. Huwag tatahimik lang. Kasi may karapatan tayo na magsalita, na express ang ating mga nararanasan. At kung hindi na tama, karapatan nating magsalita. Okay. Hindi po ako galit, ha? Comment your opinions and suggestions in our chat box, please. Thank you. Ayan. Next one is reward yourself. Don't forget to reward yourself. They are important because they are something extra that you have been working towards. So after you have set your goals and achieve your goals, give yourself a reward. You can choose to reward yourself, be it at work or home. By doing this, everything will become more enjoyable. Take the small and big rewards. You deserve it. You can reward yourself by having a vacation, by taking a vacation. O Saturday and Sunday, go to El Nido, Palawan. Go to Taing's Beach. Go to Biliesa Beach here in Dumaran. Or go to Balicao Beach. Or anywhere, no, in your area. Go shopping. Go to SM. Go to anywhere. No, that you can relax, that you can reward yourself. Buy something for yourself. Manood ng sine. Oh, something like that. Ha? Wag nating pabayaan ang ating sarili kasi araw-araw, sarili natin ang una nating dala-dala. No, kaya wag nating pababayaan. No, we have to reward ourselves kasama ating pamilya, for example, mag-outing, mag-shopping, magbakasyon. Ayan po. Huwag namang puro trabaho at trabaho at trabaho na lang. Ayan po. Stay healthy. It's important to eat well, sleep well, and exercise. Tandaan po natin, kapag health na natin ang na-compromise, kahit anong pera natin, kahit anong yaman natin, kahit anong laki ng sahod natin, kapag health na natin ang na-compromise at na-damage, wala na tayong magagawa dyan. Mauubos lahat ng pinag-ipunan natin. We will lost all our savings. We will use all of our savings to buy expensive medicines, to do expensive medications, and it's useless. Useless na lahat ng pinaghirapan natin. Our hard works will be useless kapag health na natin if we compromised our health. So as long as hindi pa nako-compromise ang ating health, as long as we are still healthy, we have to protect and we have to stay healthy. How are we going to stay healthy? Sleep well, exercise, no? We can do many things to stay healthy. Jogging and mag-swimming, something like that. You need good office desk, good chair, good lighting, no fall over cables, and at home it is just as valid. At home, a good bed is also important as one spends most of the time there. Medical checkups are important. When working hard, any of the therapies and checkups are cost effective. Whenever I am rewarding myself, I do reward myself with a good massage, a vacation in El Nido, Palawan. No, I do buy things na deserve ko naman, no? The deserve ko naman. So something like that. Pa medical monthly medical checkup or annual medical checkup will do para ma-maintain natin ang ating good healthy, good posture. Ayan po. Number three, be passionate and enthusiastic. Tips to attain a work-life balance. Be passionate and enthusiastic. Dapat pong mahal natin ang ating ginagawa. Ano man po ang ating trabaho, naglalaba man tayo ng naglabandera man tayo, nasa construction man tayo, nasa opisina man tayo, we have to be passionate. Mahalin natin ang ating trabaho. Okay. Mix with positive people and don't accept negativity either privately or professionally. See the opportunity and not the obstacle. Always try to see the positive situation of anything. Look harder, look longer, and look at it differently. Two techniques to attain this: positive self-talk and visualization. Ayan. Be passionate and enthusiastic. Be passionate means being optimistic. No? We always see the good things in everything. Okay? Always see the positive situation on anything. No? Lawakan palagi natin ang ating pag-iisip. Okay? Avoid negativity. Avoid negativity. We should not allow negativity or the negative energy to be inside our body to control us. Okay? Smile. Smile. No? Smile. Kung hindi man maiiwasan ng mga challenges along the way, breathe. Breathe and have faith. Pray. Breathe, pray, relax for a moment, gather yourself, compose yourself, and be back stronger than ever. Okay? Ayan. Always see opportunity, not the obstacle. Pag may mga challenges, may mga problems, always condition yourself na in every problem, for every problem, there is a solution. Always condition your mental health, your emotion, and your faith also. You have to strengthen your faith also na hindi ako pababayaan ng Diyos. God will always be there. God is always there to help me. God is always there to guide me, no? Whether you failed, no, you achieve your goals or you failed, you win or lost, ano man ang mangyari, no? Be positive that something good will happen. Something good will happen to me despite of my failures in life. If you experience failures, learn from those failures, learn from those failures and gather yourself, compose yourself again, and be back stronger, confident and stronger and enthusiastic and passionate than you are before. Okay? Positive self-talking. Ito yung sinasabi na instead of telling you can't do something, tell yourself, I can do this, you can do it. So say this, I am a great person, I'm a valuable person, I am good what I do, I am excited about my work, my goals in my life. Ako to. Lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko, na whenever I am encountering problems and challenges along the way, I always kept telling myself, ako to, si Gister to. I have been to many challenges in my life. I have been to many difficulties. I have been to many to many ups and downs in my life. I have been to the most difficult problems, no, in my life. Ito lang to, hindi ko kakayanin. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa sarili ko. I have been to many things and I know I can do it. I may not succeed, I may fail along the way, but I am a human being. I am prone to I am a human being. I am prone to mistakes, but I will not stop. I will learn from those mistakes and I will not stop. Okay? I will not stop. Okay. And that's the power of positive self-talking. Positive self-talking. Visualization includes determining your end goal. Ayan, nakikita mo, ito yung posibleng mangyari, ito yung posibleng mangyari, actually seeing, touching, feeling, and experiencing the emotion of the goal. Ito yung nakikita ko kapag nag-succeed ang grupo, kapag nag-succeed ang aming project, ayan, yan, this kind of motivation, thank you. You know, I'm a teacher by profession. I have been teaching the Department of Education, in particular here in the Schools Division of Palawan, Dumaran Mainland District, Santa Teresita National High School for almost 7 years. Aside from being a teacher, I am also a father. I have my wife and I have my daughter. Uh, my wife is currently watching. Hello, I love you. Okay, so I am handling for 30 to 40 students, my advisory. And in senior high school, we are teaching more than more or less 400 students. Okay. Aside from being a teacher, I am a family man. Aside from being a family man, I do I do a lot of community programs and projects. I am an anti-drug advocate. I am a woman empowerment advocate. I am a youth empowerment advocate, gender equality advocate. I am also a uh, I am I am also advocating. I will with my group. I am with my team, the Lakad Lakas organization and the Lakad Lakas team with Sir Jake Meliganio, Sir Brian Biliesa, Ma'am Daisy Vicilias, with the support of Sir Daniel Biliesa, Ma'am Daisy Atrero, and our student leaders. No, we do a lot of community programs and community projects. You know, beyond teaching hours, no, during Saturdays and Sundays also, and even holidays, no, we do we do visit, no, we are visiting a lot of communities here in our municipality, here in our province, and we do gift giving programs. We do faith empowerment, youth empowerment. We empower our yung mga single parents, yan, yung the LGBT community, we empower them. When Typhoon Odette devastated the Palawan, hit, damaged and devastated our municipality. No, we do community service. We do provide school supplies to our students, and many more programs and projects outside our teaching profession. That's what I'm telling you a while ago. The happiness that it gives us, the fulfillment, the satisfaction that it gives us is beyond compare. And to be socially responsible, to help the fallen, to help the vulnerable, to help the underprivileged is something that money cannot buy. No, that money cannot buy, that no amount of money can buy. Okay, so those are my other the other side of me, you know, my other leisure time, no, that I do, that satisfies my that I can say that I am fulfilled and satisfied, no. So that's it, no. But you know, along the way, uh, along the way, no, in conducting our programs and projects in the communities, we encounter a lot of challenges financially, no, the bashing of our fellows, the negative comments, many more more challenges. But you know, I kept telling myself and I kept telling my group, we can do this. We have performed, we have conducted so many programs and projects, and there is no way we can fail. There is no way that give up. No, we can do this. We may fail, but we will learn, and we will grow, and we will proceed, and we will move until we reach our goals in our organization. And I am very thankful to those people who are very supportive. Okay? Thank you so much po. Next, love your job. Okay. Work is work, life is life. We have to love our work, we have to love our life, but we also need to love our job. Mahalin natin ang ating buhay, ang ating sarili, pero mahalin din natin ang ating trabaho. Okay? Kasi ang trabaho natin, kapag hindi natin minahal ang ating trabaho, hindi tayo magiging productive. If we will not love our job, our career, we will not be productive. We will be overwhelmed by the negativities, by the negative energy. So we have to maintain the love, no? But not to the extent that we sacrifice our families. Not to the extent that we compromise our families, ourselves, our wife, our children, no, our happiness. No, not to the extent that we compromise ourselves and our happiness, our families. Okay? And love your life. Enjoy your journey. Take control of your life. Be true to yourself and never accept less than you want. Enrich yourself socially, culturally, intellectually, and constantly focus on your personal development. Achieve your goals and enjoy the journey. You have identified you have identified what is important. You are making it happen. You are in control. You are enjoying every step of your journey. My dear audience, no? My dear audience, my dear listeners, mahalin natin ang ating trabaho, i-enjoy natin ang ating trabaho, pero wag nating kakalimutan, mas mahalin natin ang ating buhay at mas i-enjoy natin ang ating buhay. Okay? Our work is just part of our journey, our life's journey. Our journey in life is composed of many things, and one of these things is work. No, work. Isa lang ang trabaho, isa lang ang work na parte ng ating journey sa buhay. And we should not allow our work to overwhelm our life. No, to overwhelm our life na lamunin niya ang ating buong buhay. Parte lang ang trabaho ng ating buhay. Parte lang, tandaan natin. Okay? We are still in control of our life. Huwag sana tayong umabot doon sa punto na may mawalan tayo ng mahal sa buhay dahil sa trabaho natin. Napabayaan natin ang ating sarili, nawalan tayo ng asawa, nawalan tayo ng anak, ng kapamilya dahil sa katatrabaho natin. No? Wag sanang ganun. Wag sana tayong umabot sa ganun. I know this is a case-to-case basis, pero napaka-powerful na ni technology. Napaka-powerful na ni technology. We can, from time to time, pwede natin kumustahin. We can see them using technology. Pwede tayong mag-video call. Pwede tayong tumawag sa kanila para kumustahin sila. We can do alternatives on how are we going to manage and to balance our life. Okay? Outcome for work-life balancing mechanism, we go for a walk, spend time in nature, call your good friend, sweet out tension with good workout, write in your journal, take a long bath, listen to music. I always have my headphone, listen to music, watch a comedy, watch movies, magsine, light scented candles, savor a warm cup of tea, play with your child, get a massage, which I am usually doing, curl up with a good look, ayusan ang sarili, huwag pabayaan ang sarili, magbihis ng maayos, meet friends for get together, go shopping with family, sit and plan with your fiancé, with your wife and children, help family in household work. For all these activities, ensure you involve your family or friend to balance caring about others with caring for ourselves. Ayan. Conclusion, work-life balance is at best an elusive ideal and at worst a complete myth. but by making deliberate choices about which opportunities to pursue and which to decline rather than simply reacting to emergencies, leaders can and do engage meaningfully with work, family, and community. Through work-life balance, the individual will feel relaxed and organized. Productivity of the person increases, which will lead accomplishing tasks efficiently as well as to attain greater success. It will improve relationship with families and friends. Better mental and physical health is another benefit. We will be able to make priorities than sacrificing. Leisure time is another added plus of work-life balance. Life-work balance, according to Sadhguru, no work is stressful. It is your inability to manage your body, your mind, and your emotions that makes it stressful. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. There is no such thing as work-life balance. It is all life. The balance has to be with you. Okay. So, that's it. No? That's it, my dear audience and listeners. Finally, tandaan po natin, we should always remember, at the end of the day, ang pinakamahalaga pa din ay ang ating buhay. Ang ating buhay dahil ang buhay natin ay nag-iisa. Nag-iisa lang. Our life is the most important thing, no? Important thing in this world, and our life includes our family, no? Our family. Yung pinakamahalaga sa atin na wag nating inineglect, that we should not neglect and uh, we should not neglect, but we should always take into account, we should always give the highest priority and the highest consideration. Okay? At wag din siyempre natin kakalimutan, we should not forget also that our life includes our God, our faith. I-empower din natin ang ating faith. Huwag natin kakalimutan ang ating spiritual life. Ang spiritual life natin ay napakahalaga din. Okay, napakahalaga yan. Kasama ng ating pamilya. Ang trabaho natin, nandyan lang yan. And mahalin natin ang trabaho natin, gampanan natin ang naaayon, pero wag natin siyang gawing, yun na yung buhay natin. Okay? Again, to Institute of Global Professionals, I'm very happy. No, I'm very happy and I'm very fulfilled to be part of this family. And I would like to express again my sincere, my wholehearted gratitude to the Institute of Global Professionals for giving me this international or this global platform to share my wisdom to the world. Thank you so much. And to all my students who are watching today, to all my fellow teachers, to my colleagues, to my fellow teachers all over the Philippines, all over Dumaran, Palawan, and to all the listeners around the world, thank you so much. I am Sir Jester S. Lunado. See you on October. Thank you so much. God bless everyone.
Thank you so much, Sir Jester. We are very happy for the effort that you gave and the insightful contributions to this webinar. So we will never get so busy making a living that we forget to make a life. So thank you for that understanding. And I can read all the comments that they really love their life. Excellent job, sir. Very informative. And the word balance will really add to the word of the day to most viewers and participants for today. So let us never forget to make a life. And though we can't have everything we want, we can have the things that really matter to us. So it's all about balance again. So we will now proceed to the question and answer. We don't have quiz competition for today due to the lack of time. However, we will have the chance to ask questions to Sir Jester Lunado. So to all our participants, if you have any questions, you can just type in our comment section. Once again, hello and welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals question and answer session. You can now type your questions in our comment box. So to Alan Brutas, thank you so much, Professor Jester, core volunteer of IGP. So Sir Alan is a core volunteer and he's very thankful to you, Sir Jester. Russell
Thank
Mendoza, I
you,
learned a
sir.
lot from you. So to all our active participants who are still there, you can ask questions. We know that it's very clear. All the details and the informations that we need have been mentioned by Sir Jester, but of course, you are free to ask questions. They don't have any questions yet. I would like to highlight some of the comments from Ryan Pakibo. Thank you so much, sir. An inspiring message. To all our participants, you can write down your questions in our comment box and don't forget to put your name. Abigail de Jesus, I'm satisfied. Maybe they don't have any questions because they're very satisfied with the explanation.
Thank you, thank you.
We're still waiting for the questions, sir. From Sir Gab Wagan Aguilar, I could sense your passion on this field of study. Yes, we have a first question from Sir Gab Wagan. Do you suggest there is a way of fighting anxiety or depression? The balance of work and life will fight anxiety or depression, sir? Do you suggest?
You know, when we talk about anxiety and depression, ma'am, you yourself, ma'am, you know it, right, di ba? Anxiety and depression is a contributing factor, is one of the contributing factors that affects the work-life balance, in particular with the mental health of a person. Ang the suggested ways on how to achieve a work-life balance kanina yung mga na-present ko, the suggested ways that I have presented a while ago could actually, no, could actually or could somehow help fight anxiety and depression. But it depends on the case of the employees. It depends on it's a case to case basis. Because if the anxiety level or the depression level of the employee is already high, no, it they already need, no, he or she needs a medical professional to help him or to help her fight that kind of or this kind of illnesses, right, ma'am? But
Yes, I agree.
if it's just beginning o parang nafe-feel pa lang natin na nagsisimula pa lang, yes, we can actually we can actually do we can actually do the suggested ways in the work-life balance presentations a while ago, that we think that can help us. So depende pa rin sa atin yun. Depends on us kung saan doon yung effective. O saan doon ang pwede natin gawin. Pero generally, those can help. No, those activities, those ways can achieve fight depression and anxiety. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for that, sir. In addition to that, Sir Gabwagan Aguilar, balance can really help us not to develop depression of anxiety because there's the so-called balance. But of course, we really
Mm,
need medical intervention if the depression and anxiety is too high for us to handle. But of course, that
yes.
work-life balance can be a way, can be a helpful way so that we can surpass every challenges that we have in our everyday lives.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Any more questions from our participants?
The
Oh, there's a from Sir Isaiah Kiangwi. Under our life at work, what is SLA? SLA.
SLA is a service level agreement. A service level agreement is a contract between a service provider and its customers that documents what services the provider will furnish and defines. At, service level agreement, it's usually in the business sector po ma'am, ano, when you provide services, there are certain agreements, no? There are certain agreements. For example, here in uh, um, in our case, in the Department of Education, we don't have this service level agreement. But in the business industry, they have this, okay, we will provide you with this service, but you will provide also with that particular service to us. It's a win-win situation. That is my interpretation with service level agreement, ma'am. If you, we will provide you with this service and we will provide you with this service also. That's it, sir. The service level agreement.
Thank you for that, sir. From Sir Flomi Salviejo, how can we maintain work-life balance?
Maintaining work-life balance is a is a possible thing, no? It's a possible thing. It's we can achieve this actually. We can achieve this, but the problem is how can we maintain? So maintaining work-life balance is uh, I suggested activities, ways on how are we going to achieve and maintain work-life balance in the presentation a while ago. So I think unang-una syempre the first thing that we should do is to know ourselves muna. Know ourselves, self-management, and then after managing ourselves, when we say self-management, there are many factors. Self-management, the time management is important, change management, technology management is also important. So, ayun po, sir.
And to add for that, sir, balance, how can we maintain balance? Balance is not something that we find. Balance is something that we create. So it depends on how are we going to create that balance.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Yes,
why
ma'am.
Sir Jester is correct. We have to know ourselves first. If we are really prioritizing the work that we love to do, we can create a good balance between our work and family because we're in a good type of work and we're loving that work. So I guess that would help us to create and maintain our work life balance.
Yes. And also, ma'am, um, it all starts within ourselves, no? Sir.
Yes.
Sir, those who, sino yung nagtanong, ma'am?
Uh, Sir Flomi Salviejo.
Yes, sir.
Sir
And
Flomi.
sir, I know it's no, it all starts within ourselves. Kasi we cannot we cannot balance other factors or other things katulad sa trabaho, just like work. We cannot balance our work if there is imbalances within ourselves. So we have to knowing ourselves, our strengths, our weaknesses will also is also very important because by doing so or by knowing our strengths and weaknesses, we were able to manage and balance the other factors, the other contributing factors. Okay, sir.
Thank you for that, Sir Jester. Any more questions from our participants? Any questions?
Yes.
Any questions? All right, so don't forget that all of you have been enrolled to our webinar for today with our course title Myth of Work Life Balance by Professor Jester S. Lunado. We are extremely grateful, sir, that you are here in our webinar today, despite it's Saturday. But this is a meaningful day to everyone because we just have the chance to understand work, life, and balance. And we hope that we can create this balance in our life because balance starts within us. Once again, from Palawan, Professor Jester S. Lunado. Let us give a virtual round of applause.
Thank you.
Abigail de Jesus, congratulations for the two of us. And congratulations to Abigail de Jesus for completing today's webinar. For today's certification process, don't forget to log in www.eduigp.com. The date is September 3. And the certification code is required. The code is IGP 4904. Once again, today's program name is Myth of Work-Life Balance with the code IGP 4904. Without this code, no one is eligible for certificates. But with code, you can claim your certificates anytime, anywhere. This is Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you for all the global learners who's staying so we can improve our skills. Continue to inspire and transform while learning. Thank you everyone for joining today's webinar. Once again, don't forget to claim your certificate using our code. Dear aspirants of knowledge, thank you for joining us today. Please leave a review, check in, and recommend on our page, and spread the word to your friends and community. Remember to acquire your e-certificate from our website, which is listed below. We look forward to seeing you all again at the upcoming IGP webinars. It's people like you who make presentations so memorable. Thank you for your active listening throughout this activity. And to the team of IGP, congratulations too, and thank you for your patience. Once again, never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. I'm Lersha El Pelaez from New Era University, Quezon City, Philippines, and would like to say thank you and stay safe, everyone. Have a great day.